Welcome to Release Your Potential Now with Jane, your weekly dose of energy, wisdom, and healing, where we explore how energy shapes your life and how you can shift it to thrive in every area physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Each week, we'll dive into practical tools, real-world examples, and quantum energy perspectives to help you stay positive, navigate challenges, and reclaim your personal power. Whether you're dealing with stress, seeking balance, or curious about the energetic world around you, this is your space for insight, growth, and transformation.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to Release Your Potential Now. I'm Jane Phillips, and I'm a medical intuitive, psychic medium, and I do paranormal energy clearings for people and spaces all over the world. So today, we're shining a light on the nurturers out there, especially mothers, as we step into this month of celebrating motherhood, with Mother's Day being this coming Sunday, May 11th. So today's focus is nurturing the nurturer. We'll be exploring simple energy tools that help you recharge, keep your boundaries strong, and feel your best. Because when you're thriving, your family thrives too. And I have something fun and insightful for you. This is a quick quiz to help you discover what really makes you feel loved and supported. You can even share it with your friends and family as a gentle hint about what lifts you up. So let's dive in. First thing, I wanted to talk about some energetic self-care matters for you. So we've talked before about how motherhood can deplete your energy physically, emotionally, and energetically. So do you ever feel worn out just from giving all day long? For example, cooking your meals, comforting a tired and crabby child, laundry that never ends, etc. Are you feeling overwhelmed by the constant demands on your time and like you're the last on your own priority list? This isn't normal mom stuff. When you're tired and overwhelmed, it's a sign your energy resources and reserves are running low. And when that happens, you might feel more irritable, foggy, drained, overwhelmed, prone to absorbing everyone else's stress. And these feelings are caused by the chemicals in our body. Dopamine and serotonin, the feel-good hormones that allow you to power through the tough times, are reduced and taken over by cortisol, the stress hormone, which disables our ability to think clearly and sort through life's challenges. That's why self-care isn't selfish. It's essential for your mental and physical well-being. So I'd like to give you a simple tool that will help you to regain some of that dopamine and serotonin back. So we've talked about this before in other podcasts, but you may not have been on them. And it's a grounding tool. And the concept of grounding is to be connected to the planet, to hold you down and help you be more stable. So here's what we're going to do. It's really quick. And if you're looking at this on a replay, you can just stop it and slow it down so that you can do this. So just find a moment to sit comfortably, or you can stand. You can sit or stand. And I want you to imagine that you're sitting against a tree or standing against a tree with it at your back. Because now you can connect to the roots of the tree, and you can send your own roots down into the planet and connect under a big crystal in the center of the earth. And it can be any kind of crystal you like. I like to imagine amethyst colored ones because it reminds me of lavender, which is a calming smell and oil. And imagine that these roots are going all the way down to this crystal and wrapping around the crystal, and then coming up and wrapping around your feet, very gently pulling you down to earth Just take a moment to feel the connection. And then if it feels too tight, sometimes we get too enthusiastic about grounding, just take a moment to adjust the roots so they perfectly feel comfortable to you. And then take a deep breath in. You might put your hand on your chest and your hand on your abdomen and breathe down to your lower hand. And just feel the connection to the planet. And then the next thing is just run your gaze up to the top of the tree you're leaning against and just connect up to God, to the universe, all that is. And just imagine the expansiveness and all the wisdom that is up there available for you to sort out any of your issues, your problems, your challenges. And because you're grounded, you'll be able to accept and receive this energy that is being offered to you. And again, breathe in and out. And just sit with this, breathing in and out for about 30 seconds, if you can stand it. I realize that when we're really busy during the day, taking even 10 seconds feels like an eternity. But if you're able to take 30, this is going to help you a lot. It's going to start restoring some of those positive hormones that you need to make it through your day. And will start to release and diminish the cortisol that's creating problems for you in the moment. It's a beautiful way to recenter anytime. Okay, now let's get into something playful and eye-opening. And this is the quiz that I talked about. And it's going to be in the presentation notes. So if you're seeing this live, it will be available below. If you're doing it on a replay, it will be linked to the replay. But right now, I'm going to just go through it with you together. So this is going to help you discover, this quick quiz, how to discover your personal love and support language. We don't think about this very much. And I realized that each of us has different ways of feeling loved and supported. And the loved ones and friends around us often will assume that how they feel loved and supported is the way you will. And that's not always true. So this is a chance for you to discover how you feel best supported. And it's a way for you then to be able to share it with your loved ones and your friends. So this is going to be the kinds of gestures that make you feel most supported and cared for by your family, friends, and partner. So we have 5 categories. And you might want to get a piece of paper out right now and something to write with. And if you're on the replay, you pause while you do this. But here are the 5 categories for love and support language. So first one is gifts and thoughtful gestures. And I'll explain these further down. The second one is words of affirmation. And I recommend you write these down because we're going to go through this fairly quickly. And you'll be able to have the full survey, or quiz, which you can take and print later or look at. So gifts and thoughtful gestures is number 1. Words of affirmation is number 2. Acts of service is number 3. Quality time and space, number 4. And the 5th one is physical touch and presence. And so I'm going to go through each of these. We have little sets of statements for each one. And just take a moment and jot down if you get that one of those is true for you as I go through these 5 categories. And check off everything that is true. Make a quick note if you have time. Otherwise, you'll be able to get the survey later. All right. Gifts and thoughtful gestures. Is this true for you? I feel special when someone gives me flowers, a gift, or a handmade card. Or I love receiving small surprises, even if they are simple things. Another idea, my heart lights up when someone brings me my favorite coffee or a snack. Another, I keep meaningful gifts and cards as reminders that I'm loved. And the next one, celebrations with presents or treats make me feel valued. If any of these resonated with you, just make a little check mark or make a note of that. The next category is words of affirmation. And here, note if any of this is for you. I love receiving cards or notes with heartfelt words. Another idea, a simple thank you or I appreciate you really means a lot. Verbal encouragement lifts my spirit. I feel most loved when someone expresses how much I mean to them. And compliments or kind words stick with me and make me feel seen. This is under words of affirmation. Did any of these resonate? Just make a note of which ones did, if any. The next one is the third category, is acts of service. Do any of these resonate with you? When someone helps with chores or tasks, I feel deeply cared for. I appreciate it when my family takes things off my plate. Or a loved one cooking for me or running errands feels like love in action. Or I feel supported when someone notices I need help without asking. And lastly, thoughtful gestures that ease my burden mean the world to me. So did any of these resonate with you under acts of service? Just make a note. The fourth category was quality time and space. Number one, I feel nurtured when I'm given time to relax alone, a bath, a nap, quiet time. Or I love spending unrushed quality time with my loved ones. A day off to do whatever I want feels like the ultimate gift. Or shared experiences, walks, talks, movies, make me feel connected. Or I feel valued when someone sets aside time just for me. Do any of these resonate with you under quality time and space? And lastly, feeling loved and supported is physical touch and presence. So do any of these resonate? Hugs and closeness make me feel secure and loved. A hand on my shoulder or a squeeze of my hand says more than words. Or I feel calmer when someone I love is physically near me. Or snuggling with my children or partner is one of my favorite things. And lastly, a simple touch, a back rub, a pat on the back, helps me feel cared for. Note if any of these resonated with you. Now just take a moment and tally your checks for each section. So gifts and gestures. How many did you have checked there? Words of affirmation. That's the other category. Acts of service, quality time, touch and tenderness. Which one of these is more you, more what you need? So what did you learn about yourself? Did anything surprise you? So here's the takeaway. You deserve to have your needs known and honored. I encourage you to share this insight with your family. Take the full quiz again if you need to, And sometimes they want to support you, but they don't know how. So it's up to us to share. And I want to share a little bit about how this works for me. I grew up in a family that was not very touchy-feely. And until I joined a 12-step group, I was in Al-Anon for a while. I didn't know how to hug. We just never did it. And so I came home and decided to try to hug my father, who was not into hugging, and it was really difficult for him. He let me do it, and he gently patted my back, just very gently, until the agony of this hug was over. But over time, he welcomed it. So for me, touch and tenderness was not my type. I didn't get the DNA of it. I didn't get the family support of it. And so what worked best for me was affirmation words, because I didn't maybe get as many of those growing up. So while many people would think that if they give me flowers or gifts that I'd love it, I actually would rather they talk to me and not necessarily give me a hug. I have to work at that one. But anyway, so I thought I'd share that with you just to give you an idea of that. So this is a little commercial for me. So if you're ready to release old patterns and restore your energy, then you can book a one-on-one energy healing session or a consult with me for 20 minutes to see if I can help you release patterns that are keeping you from moving forward in life. And we can work together to clear the blocks holding you back. I am doing pro bono Thursdays, and they're all booked all the way through June. I'm doing it 3 weeks out of every month, and it's 15 sessions each month, and I've been booked solid. So I will announce this again, but do know that if you need to talk to me, book a 20-minute session, and we can talk about whether Pro Bono Thursday where you can donate instead of having a set fee. So let me help. JaneCPhillips.com, and you can set up a session with me to talk. No obligation, 20 minutes. So a couple other tips for you. Let's talk about protection. So being around so much emotional energy, your kids, your spouses, if you're working, co-workers, can wear you down. So I'd like to offer the idea of Archangel Michael. I have provided a program or a little process for that earlier, but one of the things you can do with Archangel Michael is just ask him to stand behind you or beside you to support you when you're going through a tough time. You can also ask the angels, if that's your thing, to support you. One of the things that I've read and I've come to believe is true is that if we don't ask for the support from the archangels, from the angels, from our family, it's not going to easily come. And the angels and archangels are standing patiently by, not wanting to interfere with our free will until we ask. So even if you don't feel like you can talk to your family about some of these things, please take the time to ask Archangel Michael to protect you, ask the angels to give you insight, ask your guides to give you insight. And even if you don't believe that you have guides or angels that would help you, try it anyway. You never know what's going to happen. So if you want to be cleared by Archangel Michael, he apparently has the whales, dolphins, and fishes in a golden net. And he can pull that net through you, the whales, dolphins, and fishes help, and pull any energy off of you that might not be for your best and highest good. So you can ask Archangel Michael to bring his whales, dolphins, and fishes and pull a golden net through you. It starts at your feet and goes out through the top of your head to remove any energies that are not for your best and highest good. And you can do this daily or as often as you need. And I find that most of the time, this net will only take a minute or two to kind of clear your energy so that you operate and feel a little more space. And then this is a redo. This other trick that I've got is I'm calling it kind of the hand trick, but it's not really that. It's when your day gets too much, you're totally in overwhelm. This is something I learned because I'm an empath, and somebody at a lecture I was at once talked about this, and I tried it and it worked great. It's like amazing to me. I used to go to weddings and funerals and just be a mess because I was picking up all the emotion of the people there. So this is when you're feeling overwhelmed. Try this. So you take your left hand, and that's assuming that's where the energy is coming into you, and you close it. So make a fist. And then you can just drop it to your side. You don't have to raise it. I'm doing it for demonstration. So, and in your mind, you're saying, I'm not going to receive any more information. I'm done. I'm full. Take your right hand. This is an experiment. It's worked for clients as well as myself. Take your right hand, drop it down to the earth, and just imagine that all of this energy, stress that's not yours, that you've picked up from other people or other places, is just going out into the earth, and you're releasing it all. There you go. And if you're talking to somebody and they're affecting you, maybe they're telling you a tragic story or something that is really emotional, you can do your fist, you can hear it, but you don't have to take it on anymore. So those are my tips for today. This hand trick is simple, it works fast. I've shared it with many, many people. Works if you see a movie that really affects you. Close your fist, open your hand, and let it out. So that's it for today. And I hope you're walking away with some fresh self-awareness and simple ways to nurture yourself. And next week, we'll be diving into something a little more deep, mom guilt and overwhelm, with some tools for that, and why these emotions weigh you down and how to clear them. And we'll also be exploring ways to set boundaries too, because that's one of the issues that many of us have. And the last 2 weeks of the month, we're going to be working on things you can do with your children to help them have a smoother life and deal with some of the fears that they have. So we're going to be doing some tips the last 2 weeks of this month for that. So until then, keep your energy strong, honor your needs, and remember, you are worthy of care, love, and support just as much as you give it to others. I'll see you next time on Release Your Potential Now. I'm Jane Phillips. Thank you for joining me.
You've been listening to Release Your Potential Now with Jane, your weekly dose of energy wisdom and healing. Tune in on Transformation Talk Radio to unlock the power of energy healing and transform your life one insight at a time. Share this episode with a friend who's feeling stuck and might benefit from a little extra support on their journey. Together, we can create a ripple effect of healing and positivity, empowering individuals to live healthier, more joyful lives. Are you ready to gain control of your life and health? Then visit janecphillips.com to book a session, join a workshop, or explore how energy wisdom can help you heal and thrive.